Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee, and I told you in my chit chat that I was gonna do a bread tutorial for those of you of my friends who are a little intimidated to make bread. This is what you're gonna need. I want you to just bake with me today. This is gonna be so easy, and I promise you, you're gonna think to yourself, why didn't I try this before? Okay, here we go, friends. You're gonna need yeast. Now, I buy my yeast in bulk. You can buy the Red Star yeast, the Fleshman's yeast. It's all active dry yeast. And if you do that, you're only gonna need one package of that yeast for this recipe that we're gonna do. But make sure it's not expired. You don't wanna buy old yeast. That you want fresh, okay? We're gonna need oil. I use olive oil for all my breads. You can use vegetable oil or canola oil or avocado oil, any oil you want to use, okay? We're also going to use some sugar because that's what feeds our yeast. It's not required. You can make this recipe beautifully without sugar at all, or you can replace it same amount for honey, but I'm using sugar. Then we're going to use some salt, because if you don't use salt, your bread will be literally tasteless. So don't forget the salt, friends. And then I've got my flour container. We're gonna use about 6 cups of flour for this recipe. So it doesn't require that much. We're gonna do 2 loaves. So you can use whole wheat flour, you can use half and half, or you can use all-purpose flour. You can use bread flour. You can use your own milled flour. It doesn't matter. Flour is flour. We're gonna do this. Okay, this is gonna be wonderful. You're gonna wanna have 2 nice bread pans, and we're gonna spray them when the time comes, okay? We're also going to use, in this bread recipe, 2 cups. I just use hot tap water. Now, if you've got extremely hot water, you don't want that water to be more than about 110 degrees. Otherwise, you can kill your yeast. And if you make it cold, it's going to take forever for that yeast to wake up and rise. So we're going to use hot tap water. The first thing I'm going to do is gather 2 cups of hot tap water. Okay, friends, I have got my hot tap water right here. We're gonna pour that into our bowl. You want a nice mixing bowl that's gonna give you enough room to mix this, okay? With that, if you're using your packaged yeast, you're just gonna sprinkle 1 package on this water. I'm using bulk. If you're using bulk yeast, use 1.5 tablespoons and just sprinkle it right on there. All right, and with that, this is an Amish white bread. You can omit the sugar entirely if you don't want it. I use sugar in here. This will feed your yeast really good, maybe. And break my sugar up. You can also use honey. I'm using 1/3 cup of sugar. Okay, put that in there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give this a little mix, okay? Just to dissolve that sugar. All right, now, what we're going to do here is we're going to wait and we're going to let this bloom. I'm going to bring the camera over here and I'm going to let you see how this blooms and what I mean. Your yeast is going to wake up, come to life, start munching on that sugar, and then we're going to continue with our recipe. Let me tell you though, before we go any farther, you want to make sure this yeast is alive because you don't want to put all these beautiful, precious ingredients in here to find out you killed your yeast. But if you do, friends, and your yeast is dead, make fry bread. Don't throw it away. Okay, friends, now that you've seen how that yeast activates and come to life, you know what to look for, okay? It just gets nice and frothy and it blooms beautifully. All right, so to that, we're gonna add our oil. And we're gonna put a 1/4 cup of oil in here. Okay. We can move our sugar because that's already in there. Now, with this, bread is very forgiving. You can level it off if you want. I don't. I just kind of shake it. We're going to do 6 cups of flour. There we go. We may need more flour when we mix and knead it. Now, you can make this in your mixer if you so choose. But because I'm showing, you know, my new friends how to do this, I'm going to do this all by hand. And I'm going to pay for it later, you know, because of my thumbs. Don't forget your salt. We're going to do a teaspoon and a half of salt in there. So, half a tablespoon. Okay, let me put these aside. We're done with those, so we're going to need all the room we can get. Okay, now I got what's called a Dutch whisk. You can use the handle of a wooden spoon. You can use a rubber spatula. You can just use your hands if you want. I'm just going to mix it up and get it started with this. Because this gets real messy when you do it with your hands. But by the time you're all done kneading, everything is clean. So you just get that mixed up real good. And you can smell that yeast in there. Bring it up from the bottom of your bowl. Just pick up those scragglies. All right, now it's time to get your hands dirty. And this is the fun part of making bread. I've made bread, gosh, I was in my late teens when I started making bread. And I love kneading bread. But as I've gotten older, I've got arthritis in my thumbs, and it is not fun. All right, we're just going to kind of start kneading this in your bowl so that you can pick up all the scragglies. I can already feel this is a beautiful dough. Okay, so I'm not going to put any more flour on here because I got these little scragglies here I want out of that bowl. We're just going to start kneading it right here. And you just fold it over itself and push. Everybody has a different way of kneading their bread. But we're going to be kneading this, and you may need to add a little more flour to it. I'm going to stay with you. We're going to knead this for about 8 minutes. So I'm going to time 8 minutes. And see when it starts to get, let me move this. When it starts sticking like this, just put down a little bit of flour and it'll pick it up, and you're going to be adding flour to it. Don't worry. Just do a little bit at a time, just like a dusting. And if you have to, you can get your scraper out and scrape that up so those scragglies get kneaded into your dough. Beautiful. There's several ways you can knead, whatever is most comfortable for you. So we're gonna need this is the way that I like to knead my bread because it's easier on my hands. I just go back and forth. See how gorgeous that's looking? Just keep kneading it and it'll be smooth and supple and it'll be beautiful. And you can roll it around there and see how it picks up all your little pieces. And it's okay. Pick them all up. When it starts to get a little bit sticky, we may have to add a little more flour. And we'll just, if we do, we'll just do a little light dusting. But just keep kneading. Your hands getting tired yet? This is so fun. And if your hands get tired and you're like, I don't want to do this, toss this in your mixer with your dough hook and let it finish it for you. This is a good job for kids too. It teaches them. Okay, now we're just gonna roll, oh, that's beautiful dough. We're just gonna roll this into a nice ball. See how soft the dough is? How beautiful that is? All right. Those of you who are saying, why in the world was all that for? 8 minutes of kneading that bread? Holy mackerel. Yes, it's tiring, but that develops the gluten, which gives your bread texture and structure. And it makes it springy and just delightful. All right, we're gonna use our same dirty bowl. Okay, I know that sounds bad, but it's all right. We're gonna put this in here, twirl it around, because you want every bit of this covered with oil, or you can use spray. We're gonna cover this up. This is gonna sit, depending on your temperature, it's fairly warm here, so probably only gonna take an hour to double in size, but it might take up to 2 hours. Don't be alarmed. If it's cool where you are, it's gonna take longer to rise. If it's hotter, it's gonna take less time. So I will see you back here, friends, when this has doubled in size. Okay, friends, look at how beautiful our dough is. It's doubled in size and it's gorgeous. So now what we are gonna do is we're gonna spray our pans and set them aside. Okay, beautiful. Oh, okay, I needed my bench scraper. You're gonna take this dough, this is beautiful, and just punch it down. Just punch it down and get the air out of it, okay? And then we're just gonna take it out, put our bowl out of our way, and I'm just gonna roll, this is gorgeous, nice and soft. I'm just gonna roll it into a nice ball. Just roll it into a ball, okay? And then just eyeball it for half, because this makes 2 loaves. And so what I do, you can do this any way you want. I just fold the ends in a little bit and I just start rolling it. Just make it into a loaf. See? You can pinch the seams if you choose to, which we'll do. And then just kind of roll it to seal it. And put it right in your pan. And it'll look just like that. Okay? We'll do the second one. And don't ever fret if one is a little bigger than the other. It won't hurt a thing. You'll still have beautiful bread. All right, see how beautiful that is? All right, it's going in our pan. See, you got both of your dough, bread dough in your pan. We're just gonna cover it up. And it's just gonna sit here and rest. We're gonna let it rest for about 30 minutes. I'm gonna turn my oven on to 350 degrees. And then I'll be back when it's ready to go in the oven. So we're gonna turn our oven. We're gonna cancel it because I got it on proof. If you got a proof in your oven, you can put it in there. That's what I did. We're gonna turn it at 350 so it's ready to go. And this is gonna rest and rise for another 30 minutes. You want it to come just to the top of your pans, no higher. Okay, friends, see how they're just, this one's a little smaller than this loaf, but they're just almost to the top. You don't want them any higher than that. So in the oven they go. "30 minutes. And if you're not sure if they're done, you can take the internal temperature of that bread. It should be 109 degrees or a little more, and it'll be done for sure. So I'll see you in 30 minutes, friends, and we'll check these out. All right, friends, take a look. Well, maybe here. There we go. This is some beautiful bread. Now this is what I do. I just take a little bit of my butter and I just butter the tops. And that's it. All right. Now what I do is I flip them out of here right away. And it's hot, but I flip them out right away. Oh, it smells wonderful. There. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. All right, so these pans need to cool over here on the stove. That made enough noise. This needs to cool. Those are gorgeous. Perfect for sandwich breads. Now, you can make them bigger and higher if you want, but this is just a nice sandwich bread. And it's good for a beginner bread. We're gonna give this about 15, 20 minutes, maybe even a half an hour, just to cool off. And then we'll come in, we'll cut into it, and we'll try a piece. And I guarantee you, friends, your bread will be wonderful. Okay, friends, we're gonna taste this bread. This is Liz. You're gonna meet her in the next video. But we're gonna try this bread. Miss Susie's standing there, but she won't.
She's hiding.
Yeah, she's hiding.
You didn't tell me you were
this
gonna
is
test
gorgeous.
Come on, Phoebe. Come on.
Hi, friends.
It's my best friend.
I'm telling you, you will have beautiful bread just like this. I'm cutting you thicker slices too, Kay. Look at that crumb. It's gorgeous. I get the schutzel.
It smells wonderful too. Y'all can't smell it. But...
Oh, it smells good. Homemade bread is wonderful. Look at that. It's still warm.
It's weird because yesterday I was craving homemade bread.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they get to take this home, but we got to try a piece. There's one for you.
So perfectly.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
That's the bomb, isn't it? That's some soft, beautiful bread. That's Amish white bread. You're going to love this. Friends, if you follow me through this video, every step of the way, you're going to have some beautiful, fresh, homemade bread.
You don't need jelly.
And you know when it's good, nobody's talking. No, you don't need nothing on it, but it's good. It toasts beautifully too, friends. This will toast up beautifully.
It looks so like you bought it out the store, but softer and better. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying it.
Mm-hmm. We're going to go enjoy our bread, friends. You all have a wonderful day. I'm going to put the recipe to this in the description box. Give this a try. You can pause the video, but follow through with me, friends. Those of you who are scared to bake, and I promise you, you will wind up with 2 beautiful loaves of bread just like this. You all have a good day, friends. And as always, thanks for watching.
Say bye.
Bye.